My name is Bob Stevens, and I'm a 1963 graduate of the University of Akron in civil engineering. And I want to talk a little bit about what the University of Akron means to me. But let me begin with where my life started. As a young boy growing up in Akron, Ohio, to parents who had never finished high school, it was very clear to me and my brother and my sister that they expected us to finish high school and also go on to college. As I was around 10 years old, they were building a new freeway, Route 8 in Akron, Ohio. And I was allowed to ride my bicycle down to see that freeway being built. And through that, I learned for the first time about civil engineering, and that the design for the project that was being built was the work of civil engineers, that civil engineers were also overseeing the construction of that project. It was then that I really decided that I wanted to become a civil engineer. When it came time to go to university, I looked at a number of universities, but the University of Akron was only a block from my home. I could walk to school there, and there were a number of things that were particularly appealing about the university to me. So I entered the University of Akron to study civil engineering. There were three significant things that occurred while I was a student at the university that I'd like to mention. The first one is the university offered a cooperative work-study program in which, starting in your third year, you alternated school and work. My work experience was with the city of Akron. I worked first in the water department, which kind of piqued my interest in water, and then in the highway and planning departments, which got me more interested in transportation. So after that, I went off to do master's degrees and a doctoral degree in transportation engineering. Those have been great for me in my career, which has allowed me many opportunities to work on projects all over the world. The second thing that I'd like to mention that happened while I was at the University of Akron was I was a trumpet player, and I played in the University of Akron Marching Band. Partway through that time in the band, a new trombone player entered the band, and I got to know her, and it was a number of years later that Bonnie became my wife, 48 years ago. And with her, we had 2 children, and later 3 grandchildren. And we now live close to those grandchildren outside of Fort Worth, Texas. The third thing is ASCE. The American Society of Civil Engineers had a student chapter at the University of Akron. And I became a member of that student chapter. It not only introduced me to the American Society of Civil Engineers, but gave me the opportunity to hear from practicing professional civil engineers about the projects they were doing, which further piqued my interest in water and transportation projects. That start with ASCE has led to over 50 years of involvement with ASCE, serving on many committees, being elected to be a technical region director, serving on the ASCE board, and last year being elected to be a presidential officer of ASCE. So I'm currently serving as a president-elect of ASCE, giving me great opportunities to get around and visit with ASCE sections and branches, technical groups, and student chapters. I will become the president of ASCE at the annual meeting in October in Panama City, Panama, where we will celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Panama Canal. What a wonderful experience my time at the University of Akron has been. And I have enjoyed the career that it prepared me for. Civil engineering is a great profession. In fact, it may be the best profession because it offers so many opportunities to do so many different things to help make people's lives better. We're required as members of ASCE and as professional engineers to protect the public health, safety, and welfare. While we provide the facilities, the infrastructure, the water, the sewer, the roads, the rail, the airports, the buildings, all of those things that we just take for granted that civil engineers do for us. So I want to say, in closing, congratulations to the University of Akron for 100 years of engineering. It's been a great experience for me to have been part of that for over half those 100 years. Thank you very much, University of Akron, and congratulations on 100 years of College of Engineering.